Yeah, that's a good-looking first drive, and I believe that is going to stay in the fairway. Nicely done. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
124 left to the flagstick. Pin in the back right portion of this green.
And that ball looked very good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
Oh, that comes up well short. I bet he'd like a do-over.
Oh, he's saying, where's the turn? That didn't move nearly as much as he anticipated. So the look at par doesn't go down, and this will wind up as an opening bogey. This par 4 second is not long. It's only 371 yards. It's all about positioning off the tee and then on this green. You can see how undulating it is. And if you get in the wrong spot, you'll have a hard time two-putting.
Well, that first hole really shook them up, but this is a much better tee shot. Might not be on the fairway, but that first cut is absolutely fine.
Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. This will be a 14-foot putt here. Yeah, nice roll right there. It's a 3 here at the second, and that will counteract that opening bogey, get him back on level terms. Next up, the 471-yard par 4 third, nicknamed Crescent because the green is shaped like the crescent moon. Best to hug the right side off the tee to avoid the large fairway bunker on the left. That's going to be up the left-hand side. This is EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. With Frank Nobilo by my side, I'm Rich Lerner. Frank, as weekend golfers know, there's always part of your game that you're focused on. So I'll ask the question, what are you going to be looking at here today?
Tee to green, Rich. I know people always say putting's important. I'm not going to say it's overrated, but tee to green. If you want to play good golf day in, day out, fairways greens. That's the secret.
That is into the fairway. Is it going to stop in time? I believe it will. That's a good tee shot to get the round going. So, Iona, this his second from the fairway.
Yeah, we're looking at 132 yards to the flagstick. Pin back right so he can take an aggressive line.
I think I'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
That so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. We come now to the 371-yard second here at PGA West. Short but demanding par 4 with bunkers down the left side and an undulating green that will challenge the best of putters.
Now, it's in the first cut. There's always a little bit more grass around the ball that has to be factored in.
Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Nope. So he'll finish that off for his par. Couple of fours to get his round underway. Par 4 third's a good one at 471 yards. Ideal spot is the right side of this fairway. That way you keep it away from that large fairway bunker on the left. Good drive, and you'll have a chance to make a good score here. Well, that is right and way offline. And that is going to be up on the hill a little bit as the tee shot misses right here at 3. So from off the fairway, his second now at 3. You can't go wrong with finding the middle of the green. That's well done. A birdie putt down to Iona.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
Yeah, that's a pretty good putt. Just a little bit off the mark. So a steady start to his round. That's a third straight par to get things going. We arrive now at the first par 3 of the day, the 192-yard fourth. Large bunker on the right is the only trouble to avoid. Better to be long here than short. Well, yeah, nice shot there, right of the hole, and he'll have that for his birdie. This from 7 feet. Yes, nicely done. It's in for birdie, and it's into red figures now at 1 under par. All right, let's see what you have in the bag. Let's see what you have inside. This one is 535 yards. It's par 5. It's nicknamed Double Trouble. You think you have 314 yards of carry? That's what it takes to clear that water. And that's the place to be. That's right of the water and into the fairway here at 5. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
A straightforward look here for birdie.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
Well, he gave that birdie putt a good run, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Here we are now at the 255-yard par 3 sixth, one of the most intimidating holes at PGA West. Water on the right, but a big bailout area to the left if you want to play it safe. Okay, fortunate there. That ball hops onto the green, and he'll be left with that for his birdie. Let's bring in Pga III for a look at birdie.
And this putt moving right the whole way. Got to keep the pace up to hold its line.
Oh yeah, this is a big green and a long hole, so it is not easy to get one close. That is a great shot here at 6. Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that, in for a par. We head now to the 346-yard par 4 7th with water down the right side. Accuracy off the tee is the key. Fairway wood or a long iron might be the play here. Kind of got caught in between there. That one flies the fairway, and it is into that amoeba-shaped bunker short and left of this green. Not an ideal result there. Hoping to maybe get this close. It is on the green, but not where you want to be. Iona, this a birdie putt.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
Yeah, that's good putt. That was a slippery one, but that's well done. Yep, good work not to let that get away, and that's in for a par. Up next, the 559-yard par 5 8th, where we get a little break from the water found on the previous 3 holes, but there's plenty of sand to make up for it. Good driving hole. Let it rip. Ooh. Pretty stylish right there. So now eyeing this one for birdie. Okay, good work from off the green, and that's how you walk away with a birdie here at the par 5. Wrapping up the front 9 here at PGA West with a 452-yard par 4 ninth hole. You can plainly see where you don't want to hit it. That's in that water down the right side. So paramount to be on the left. If you put that ball where you're supposed to, you have a good chance to finish this front 9 with a birdie. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Now Nota his second from the fairway.
119 left to the hole, coming off a birdie at the previous hole, looking to go back to back. Just a sand wedge, and it's heading for the greenside bunker, guys.
Oh, not ideal. Those bunkers here at 9 are deep, and that's where this one wound up. That one kind of took off on him. That'll happen sometimes coming out of the bunker, and that scoots right on by. Oh, there's a good putt. Well done here at the 9th, as that will save par. And that's going to make this a 2 under 34 for the front side. Starting the back side with a 416-yard par 4 10th. Favor the right side to avoid the water, which is once again a factor. Third shot, looking for a good one. So a good shot there and likely going to limit the damage if he can finish that off.
Yeah, and at this point, you're just looking to make sure you don't make things any worse.
1 under on the day. Well, here it is, the longest hole on the golf course. The par 5 11th is 617 yards. You need to bash that tee ball and get all of that second shot. Who knows, maybe you can get home in 2. This one is all you can handle. All right, in the fairway. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5. Uh-oh, that's trouble over there. And that ball not wanting to cooperate, and it is into the hazard. So with a penalty stroke added in, now lying 3, readying for shot number 4.
Now, this hole's been quite mean, but once again, a beautiful use of the short game to perhaps get away with a par.
Okay, can't take putts that length for granted, but that's in for a par. Up next, the number 18 handicap hole at PGA West, 363-yard par 4 12. Left side of the fairway is well guarded by bunkers, so the right side is ideal. That's where just about everybody who tries to drive this hole winds up. That's in the bunker, and that's no ordinary bunker either. Looking straight up now at this 12th green. This is going to have to go right up the chute. This going to be equally as tough. Another try to get this up and out. Boy, that was on an aggressive line. Couldn't quite get it to stop, and that will be left for par. All right, he's going to come out of this with a little extra sand in his shoes, but he does escape with his 4. Quite a par 3 here, the 13th at 214 yards. There's water left, not much bailout on the right. Yeah, that's what a good par 3 is supposed to be, requiring one well-struck, accurate tee shot. A bit of a misfire there. That is well off target to the right of this par 3. Second shot now, here at the par 3. "13 feet away." Not to be a little short, but a good effort there. Such a simple-looking hole, this par 3 13th. Had to be thinking 3, maybe 2. Who knows? Maybe an ace. Certainly didn't consider the possibility of a bogey, and that's what he walks off with. Once again at PGA West, we're looking at a hole that's not overly long. It'll tempt you, 389 yards. The key, keep it away from that bunker on the right side of the fairway. So you're favoring the left. If you get it where you're supposed to, then you can access the whole location. Birdie's a good possibility here.
After that bogey at the last and finding the rough here, it's going to be time to have a little tap on the cranium and get things in the right place. And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
This for birdie now at 14.
Yeah, and over a putt like this, you've really got to trust the fact you've banked the practice, you trust the process, and certainly trust the line.
That's a good set of hands right there to get it that close from that far away. A shake of the head there, that nearly a birdie, but they'll have to be content with a par. As we arrive at 15 and head back toward the clubhouse, we come to the hole they call Turning Home, a 468-yard par 4, and the second hardest hole at PGA West. Have to be straight off the tee, as there are bunkers on both sides of the fairway. This one starting a hair right. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
So he should be able to get a full club on this, but the ball below his feet for his second.
Always a good shot in the rough, but now a chance for a birdie. So that's a good approach shot.
This would be a big bonus if it went in, more than likely just trying to get this one close. Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. We now come to the 600-yard par 5 16th. Avoid the bunker on the left side of the fairway off the tee, and beware of the massive green side bunker on your approach. Once in there, it's a chore to get out. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Oh no, that is into about as deep a bunker as you're going to find on a golf course. I don't wish this shot on anyone, this from way below the green. Oh, kind of bladed that one, got it out, but it is now in the rough. Yes, the touch. Excellent there from behind the green, and that one goes down for an unlikely birdie. Well, you know when a hole is nicknamed Alcatraz, it is oftentimes not the most pleasant experience. The 17th hole's only 168 yards, but we're looking at an island green, and we're looking at all sorts of trouble, and we're looking at the pressure ratcheting up late in the round. This one has your attention, and on this shot, you need to be almost perfect. Okay, center of the green. Good shot. Not a problem. That's in for birdie, and that score moves to 2 under par. Finishing up here at PGA West with a 439-yard par 4 18th. Yet again, we're trying to avoid the water. That runs down the left side of the fairway. If you keep it down the right side, well, then you'll have a chance to maybe get out of here, finish up the round with a birdie 3. That is a great number on this finishing hole.
Good drive down the right side. Today, the hole is cut front left, so far enough back to be able to get the ball to stop.
From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
Yes, it's 126 yards left to the flag. Pin tucks in the front left-hand portion of the green today.
Okay, not the intended plan there, as this ball is going to wind up a foot or 2 off the green. Oh, is that any good? Perfect.
That was tracking pretty well, too. That could have gone in for the same price.
So he'll finish up there. It's a par here at 18. And that will finish off a 2 under round of 70. So an enjoyable round. EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour brings us to La Quinta, California, and the Pete Dye designed stadium course at PGA West. Rich Lerner, pleased to be joined here in the tower by Frank Nobilo. Frank, so many good courses to play out here in the Palm Springs area, Coachella Valley. What stands out to you about this one, PGA West?
Well, if you grew up where I did in New Zealand, Rich, when you go to a desert course, especially for the first time, you can't believe how flat it is. But it's also the optical illusion. You mentioned the Coachella Valley. People always say that the ball breaks towards that way. Well, you know, I was brought up, ball breaks downhill. It always heads to that direction. So you just got to be a little careful when you're reading some of the putts here in the valley.
That is starting right. Got to be careful over there. Had half the equation on that shot, the distance. Not quite the accuracy. Missed it a hair to the right.
Yeah, not quite a foul ball. Kept it in the ballpark. And, well, let's see how good you can chip.
So that maybe not his best of chips, but he'll have that for his par.
You'd expect that to be a little closer from where he was, and that is far from a gimme.
Oh, that is right on the precipice of going down, but I do believe it's going to stay out. EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to bring you continuing coverage of the world of golf. Alongside Frank Novelo, I'm Rich Lerner, and partner, you and I have called a lot of rounds of golf through the years. I know there's always something that piques your interest. How about today?
Rich, every day brings you a chance to do something special. And when we get to sit in this perch, that's what I look for. And I don't want to see the head going down. I want to see that every single shot is a chance to do something special. That could be a chip. Maybe the chip goes in. Maybe it's a 30-footer that goes in. Maybe a drive gets rifled down the fairway. Do something special.
Got every bit of that fluid all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Oh yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an Eagle 3. Superb. This is one where you can just air it out, as they like to say on tour, let the big dog eat here. Par 5/8 is 559 yards. There is no water like we had on the 3 previous holes. Lots of sand here, but this one, tee it high, let it fly, and go chase it. You think the confidence is there after the eagle? Free and easy with a follow-through there, and that is a very good tee shot.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. That's 2 under par, playing well. We come now to the longest hole on the course. How's this? 617 yards, par 5 11th, aptly named Eternity. It is imperative to miss the bunkers down the left-hand side. Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. That's it. 2 solid shots right there, Frank.
Certainly taking advantage of this par 5 and comfortably on for 2.
From 14 feet away. Good look at eagle. Oh boy, that definitely took a look, but that was a perfectly weighted putt, nearly an eagle. Well, those are the birdie putts you don't have to sweat too much over. No problem there, and it gets him to 3 under par. This is a really good par 5 here, the 16th at 600 yards. If you're able to avoid the bunker on the left side of that fairway, you'll have a good chance to get up either on the green or near the green. What you want to avoid, obviously, is that enormous bunker up by the green. If you do end up in there, you may have a problem getting out. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. And that is going to get into one of the toughest bunkers you'll find. If you need a ladder to get in, you know it's deep. Yeah, look out. Kind of sculled that one, and that's going to be over the green and into the rough. Boy, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
That, so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Frank, you know what, I